Chapter 38 Childhood Games. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Adi Shakti continued the narration of the legend. Sindhu sent his spies everywhere. They would inform Sindhu about all the events from time to time. O Shaktis, just then there was a celestial announcement. Sindhu heard the frightful announcement. O Daityanatha, a boy has been born to destroy you. He is going to kill you soon and establish dharma in the animate and inanimate universe. Hearing this announcement, Sindhu fell unconscious. After a short while, when he regained consciousness, the dull-witted king lamented. He sent several Daitya assassins to kill the boy. The assassins searched furtively and reached Trisandhya Kshetra. They used the powers of Maya and assumed forms like various birds and animals. The son of Shiva killed them all. Parvati became anxious. My son has killed many Daityas so far. But Daityas are unpredictable. They may kill Gunadisha in a different and unforeseen way. Brahmanaspati himself has incarnated as my son, but I may lose him due to ill fate. At that time, Ganesha performed a trick using Maya. Parvati, enticed by Maya, forgot that her son was Ganeshwara. Instead felt that he was just her son. A Ganesh devotee, Marichi, prayed to the Lord, O Vignapa, please grant me your darshan. He had heard an aerial announcement. Ganesha has taken birth as the son of Shiva. You can take his darshan. He reached the abode of Shiva. Parvati was pleased to see him. She paid her respects to the Muni, performed his puja and offered him meals. She said to the Muni, O Muni, you are the form of Brahma himself. You are not a regular visitor to my ashram. O Guru, you have forsaken the Tirtha Kshetras and are absorbed in singing bhajans of Ganesha. To me, you are like Vignahara himself. Therefore, I request you to protect my son and be his savior. Daityas, whose days are numbered, come here in groups to kill Ganesha, and in the process, they are killed. A family deity is Vignesha. He is protecting my son. Else, he would have been killed by now. There's no doubt about it. Shankara had earlier worshipped Ganesha, and the merits that he has earned helps to protect my son. In the words of Parvati, the Mahamuni was astonished. He thought she is an embodiment of Shakti herself. Yet she has become deluded and considers Vignapa as an ordinary son. He initiated the son of Shambhu into Ganesh Kavacha. Thereafter he offered pranams to Shambhu's son and returned to his ashram. Despite this, several Daityas would come to kill him, assuming different forms. But the son of Shiva would recognize them and kill them as if it were a child's play. One day, Parvati was meditating on Shiva, holding an image of him in the form of an idol, Shivalingam, in her hand. She had planned on invoking Shiva into the idol and worshipping it. Ganesha came there and asked his mother for milk. She said, I shall feed you after I have completed the worship of Shiva. He replied, are you worshipping Shankara? Is he more important than me? O mother, if you feed me milk, innumerable Shivas and many Devas will be satiated in the Brahmand. Parvati laughed, yet did not feed him the milk. Mayuresha was enraged. He struck the Shivaling in her hand. O Shaktis, it fell and was shattered to pieces. Parvati was saddened and she slapped Vikata on his back. Ganeshwara was furious and bit her finger. A stream of blood flowed from the finger. Parvati wailed in pain. Ganesha became frightened and ran away. He could instill fear into fear itself, but he enacted the drama of childhood games. Seeing this, Parvati was extremely sad and wept. Seeing the Shivalinga, which Parvati had consecrated, broken, Parvati was extremely distressed. She thought, I have undoubtedly committed the sin of killing Shiva. Besides, I have also committed the sin of having killed my husband. This son of mine, Ganesha, is going to drive me to hell. It would have been better if I were barren. There is no doubt about it. This sorrow is unbearable. I shall meditate on Gajanana and sacrifice my life. O Vignaraja, I bow to you. When she prayed to Ganesha, she had a change of heart. She visualized Ganaraja in the form of her son near her. She took a stick and Parvati ran after Ganesha, trying to hit him. He pretended to be scared and ran away. She managed to catch him. Ganesha, then using Maya, assumed the form of Shiva. Seeing Shiva, Parvati, influenced by Maya, became confused. She was unhappy that she was beating Shankara with a stick. She let him go and again started thinking of killing herself. Immediately, Ganesha once again assumed the childlike form of Ganesha and stood in front of her. She once again chased him stick in hand. While running from her, he entered a forest. He saw an asura named Kardama who had disguised himself as a Shaiva Brahmin. He said to the child, "Oh child, why are you running? I shall protect you. Wait here. Do not be scared. Hide in a place where your mother won't find you." Ganesha agreed in a childlike manner. Then the asura caught him and swallowed him. He was pleased with himself. He thought, "I have eaten the greatest enemy of Sindhu. The fear of all the Daityas has come to an end." While he was musing on these thoughts, Jagadamba reached. She offered namaskar to the Shaiva Brahmin and asked, "O Swami, my son is hiding nearby. Have you seen him? His footsteps end near you." "I have trailed the footsteps." "O Pandit, you bear the symbols of an axe and other Ganesha symbols. Please swear by these symbols and tell me if you have really seen him." The Brahmin said, "O Parvati, I swear on Shiva that I have not seen your son. Do not doubt my word. He must be nearby. Search for him." On hearing that, Parvati became very sad and remembered Gajanana. Just then, Gananatha ripped the mouth of the Brahmin and emerged. He smashed his fist into the Rakshasa and killed him. The moment he died, his enormous body parts were strewn over an area of 18 yojanas. On seeing this, Parvati calmed down and, forsaking her anger, felt happy. She took her son and returned to her ashram. Thereafter, Vikata started rolling on the ground and yawned repeatedly. Seeing him, Parvati was worried as to what had happened to her son. She inquired, "O Gajanana, what is the matter?" When a concerned Parvati attentively looked in his open mouth, she saw surprise. She was surprised to see an infinite universes contained in it. She collapsed on the ground, frightened. She then appealed to her husband, Shankara, and remembered her favorite deity Ganesha. As a result, she became free of illusions. She realized that her son was Ganesha. She thought, "I had disregarded him and was foolishly engaged in the service of the Shivalinga. I was worshipping Shankara as a husband, but I had neglected to serve Ganesha, who is my family deity. It was foolish of me not to feed Ganesha. Many devas and Shankara are contained in Ganesha. If he is pleased, then all of them will be pleased. Ganesha is the lord of Brahmas and he will be pleased. He is the form of Shiva. I have seen it with my own eyes. Why did I not recognize this wonderment? From now on, I shall treat my son as Ganesha, who incarnated for our welfare, who is a supreme being, and sing his bhajans. He is the father, he is the mother, he is the son, friend, spouse, and he is the deva. My Ganesha is the absolute peace-bestowing Brahma. There is no doubt about it." Arriving at this decision, Parvati stood up and offered pranams to him and extolled him with devotion. Seeing her singing his praise, Ganesha enticed her once again. She forgot all that she had comprehended earlier and accepted him as her son and played with him fondly. She immersed herself in housework. Shaktis asked, "Why did he show the infinite universes and the forms of Shiva in the world in his mouth to her? After having done so, why did he erase the memory of its knowledge? We are riddled with these doubts. Please explain the reason so that our doubts will be clarified." Adi Shakti replied, "He incarnated as Parvati's son as a fulfillment of a boon he had given her. He was desirous of the devotional love of a parent for a son. After fulfilling the obligations toward the devas and rishis, he will return to his abode. At that time, the Devi will recollect him from her memory and she will not suffer the pain of separation. She will remember that Ganesha has been born to her as her son. But due to ignorance, she believed him to be her son. The Supreme Brahma had revealed himself as her son, yet his powers as Brahma were intact. But she did not recognize his glory. When this knowledge dawns, she will become sadder and will commit to singing bhajans of Gajanana. This was the reason why Ganaraja enacted this divine play. O Shaktis, in this manner, Ganesha killed many Daityas and served Shiva and Parvati as their son. Thus ends the 38th chapter titled Childhood Games in the 6th Khanda of the Purana Upanishad, Srimad Mudgal Puran, describing the legends of Vikata. Dedicated to Shri Gajanana, end of chapter 38.